Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks. Movies, TV, sports, flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talk Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome to the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on a tuber screen. I like to get here and give my unique perspective because after 46 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed new perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and let the guarantee tell you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Jamaica. Got some plays over in Jamaica this past week. Gracias, gratitude, todo ba in Jamaica. I heard you guys have digital currency. And I heard that digital currency is like official, legal tender in Jamaica. And I also believe that makes you the first country on this globe to have legal tender as digital currency. Bravo to you for embracing the future. That's very cool, man. You were living in the future Jamaica. Yeah, and also heard you got some mushrooms as well. Let's leave it at that. So thanks for listening. Appreciate God's gratitude. And just FYI, back day with school to be a radio DJ. I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I didn't have the willpower. If I just would have had the willpower, I could have became a world famous radio DJ. But I didn't. And it allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Subject to debate, might be true, might not be true, but it said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix, windows, doors, roofs, snow, grass, dirt, sun, stars, moon. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're in line, just be aware. Just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble all day, but I won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. It's the holidays. And you know what holidays means? It's time for presents. Maybe you need some presents for your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your school teacher, your job, your boss, your trainer, your personal coach, your dog, your snake, your hamster, your pet mouse, your trash man, your mailman, your favorite podcaster. Oh yeah, your favorite podcaster. Hey, favorite podcaster. I don't know. Maybe you need some presents for somebody. Well, guess what? If you need some presents, we got you covered. And not only do we have presents for you, we got some things you won't find nowhere else. You want a unique presents for all those people I just listed? You want to get them something unique that they'll never forget? They'll get to say, wow, this is fantastic. Where did you get it? I got the hookup. The captain got the hookup. He hooked me up. And I go over to this store called the Existing Fiction Zazzle store. Yeah, like nobody knows about it. Yeah, they get some cool stuff over there. That's why I got it. That's why he looks so cool, Grandpa. Grandpa, you looking cool, Grandpa. You looking so cool with that EIF gear. So there's need some presents for people. Check out the Existing Fiction Zazzle store. Put the link below. And now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back once again. It's like I never left. It's like I feel like I never go nowhere. I feel like I'm doing these things every day, and I'm really not. But it feels like every day. It feels like I just did one, and it's time to do it again. It's just how it works. It's like brushing my teeth. It's like eating food. It's like buying groceries. It's just like something I do. So I'm back. And it's the holiday season, like I said in the promo. St. Nick will soon be here. There's stockings hung on the chimney with care in hopes that the Jolly Man will soon be here. I seen some reindeer down the street. Now, this is a true story. I'm not even making this up. I was driving my car around the block. I pull around the block. I see a bunch of deer. Like, I'm not even lying, bro. These are like reindeer. They may not be reindeer. I don't know, but they're deer. They're definitely deer. There's like 5 deer just chilling, lounging. Right in the city, right in the street, just sitting there. I thought it was like a good sign, like, bro, I'm seeing a reindeer during the holidays, and it's snowing out. I'm like, this is probably like a good sign, bro. Like Santa Claus is coming to deliver me presents or something. But I'm not, you know, sometimes on this podcast, I'll say things and I exaggerate, but this is no exaggeration. I see deer all the time. They're all over the place. And I live in the city, bro. I'm in the city and these deers are all over the place. It's like, man, it's like magical reindeer or something. It's the holidays. It's perfect time for these reindeer to come out. I'm going to talk to these reindeer and say, bro, can you take me on a trip around the globe? I'll hook my sleigh up real quick. Just fly me around the world real quick. So anyways, there's deer, it's jolly, it's Christmas, it's Xmas, it's Kwanzaa, it's Hanukkah, it's all the holidays that come in December. And if you don't celebrate holidays, because I know some people that don't, then whatever, doesn't matter. So the holidays are here, yay, again. Time's going by so fast. And now it's time to podcast. And this week, I'm going to talk about my favorite franchise on planet Earth. And if you've been here before, you know what it is. But if you haven't, I'm going to let you know. My favorite franchise in the entire cosmos, in the entire universe, is the one and only Star Trek. That's right. Beat me up, Scotty. Live long and prosper. Star Trek, bro. It's my favorite thing. And this week I got to see Star Trek Prodigy, Ghost in the Machine. Yeah, so I saw that. But before I get into that, let me tell you a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in the parent company of Star Trek. I just want to let you know, to be clear and transparent, to make you aware. So now that I told you that, let's get right into Star Trek Prodigy, Ghost in the Machine. So this week in Star Trek Prodigy, guess what happened? It happens in every Star Trek series, with the exception, I believe, of TOS. Other than that, every Star Trek series, this is guaranteed to happen at some point in time. It'll happen sooner or later. They usually get to it. It usually always happens. And guess what happened? The crew got trapped in the holodeck. Yeah, they got stuck in the holodeck, bro. It happens in every series. Somehow you're in the holodeck and you get stuck. Not only were they stuck, but the safety protocols were off. Happens all the time. If you fly in a Federation ship, guaranteed at some point in time, you're going to be stuck in a holodeck and the safety protocols are going to be off. It's just part of Starfleet. Like, they should have a course about it or put in a manual, have a training session. If you're stuck in a holodeck and the safety protocols are off, this is what you do. You know how if you're in school and you have fire drills, you have tornado drills, all those drills, they should just have stuck on the holodeck drills because it happens that much. I mean, it happens all the time. Starfleet must have a policy for it, I would think, because it happens so much. One interesting side note is that I actually made a song called Trapped in the Holodeck. I'll put a link to the song below. Yeah, it was inspired by being trapped in the holodeck because it happens that much. That's how much it happens. It happens so much that I had to make a song about it because it happens all the time. Like I said, I'll say it one more time. I promise you, if you watch any Star Trek series, watch it long enough, and eventually they're going to get trapped in the holodeck. And the safety protocols will be off. It's just part of Trek. It's just how they do things. It's how it works. So basically, that's what this episode is about. It's just the crew being stuck on the holodeck. They just did it in their unique Prodigy way. So yeah, it was a good episode, of course, as usual. And a lot of Easter eggs, as usual. But what I'm going to do is what I usually do. I'm going to just get into one interesting thing about the show. So this week, we got to see how the Prodigy crew played in the holodeck. You know, they all had different ways they use the holodeck. They did different things with it. Oh, one thing real quick. Murph. You know Murph? Yeah, if you've been watching the show, you know Murph. Murph was singing. Murph was singing. Murph never talks. Murph never talks. All he does is make little squeaky noises, right? But Murph got on the holodeck and he was dancing and singing. Let me just say this real quick before I go any further with the podcast. Murph is an entity of many talents. Murph can fight. Murph can dance. Murph can sing. Murph may be the best character in the show. I'm just saying. I mean, we learn something new about Murph every day. But the scene with Murph singing was craziness. This show is absolute craziness. It's just so wild. It's so crazy. It's so funny. It's so weird, man. It's just so trippy. It's so, I was cracking up laughing, bro. Oh my gosh, it's just, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what's going to happen. I did not expect Murph to just start singing and putting that dancing. I did not expect that. What's very cool about this show is that it's very unpredictable. I have no idea what they're ever going to do in it. And the surprises always have me laughing. I know I go deep on these, but it's also really fun as well. I mean, just that whole sequence of Murph singing and dancing. It's crazy, so crazy. I would like to have like a stuffed Murph. I don't know if they sell them. If they do, I might have to get a stuffed Murph. But just Murph is just like so cool, man. Murph might be my favorite character in the show. He's very cool. So this week we got to see how the Prodigy crew played and what they did on the holodeck, right? And it had me thinking like, are you playing? Do you play? Do you play in any way? Or are you just so serious and so busy and so work orientated that you just don't play? When I say play, I mean you're not doing something that has a end result or as a purpose to it. Just to have fun, just to play this. There's no benefit coming from it other than the playing of it, just the playing, being in play. Do you do that? Because in the show, we got to see they got to go play on the holodeck, which was helped them relieve stress and pressure and emotions, right? And I feel in the real life, in real world, if we play, we can let loose those emotions, those stresses that we all to accumulate throughout the weeks and the days and the years. So, are you guys playing? Maybe you're playing video games. Maybe you're dancing. Maybe you're making art. Maybe you're painting, right? You're doing woodwork. Maybe you play your mechanic, take things apart. But are you playing is the question. Now, this podcast is about leveling up minds and leveling up, expanding minds, all that, right? But I feel another way that we can level up and expand minds is through play. Just play, bro. Do something. Use your imagination. Have fun. Laugh, be silly. In my house, bro, I just get so silly. I'm sitting there acting silly. I act kid-like occasionally. Like I do that just to relieve stress and pressure, joking, laughing like a kid sometimes. Sometimes I just enter that space. It's just so freeing and relieving. Or sometimes I might dance, like just dance. Or dance like just this weird, trancy, weird dance, just playing around, bro. Just having fun. And when I do that, I feel so relaxed and so stress-free from doing these things. So if we learned anything from Star Trek Prodigy this week, is that we should play, bro. Be like the Prodigy crew, go on to start the holodeck and play. Just don't get stuck there, don't get trapped. And one additional thing about that as well. In the holodeck, they can go to the holodeck and they can play and they can leave, but they got trapped. Now, when you play in real life, it is cool to play, it is cool to be imaginative, it's cool to get silly. But you gotta stop, turn it off, and don't get trapped there. Don't get trapped in the holodeck. Don't get trapped in the play. You have to play, but make sure you come back to the seriousness and the work and all that, because we can't stay in play. Play is just a break. Don't live there. Don't stay there. Don't get trapped in play. Don't get trapped in the holodeck. So anyways, if we learned anything from the episode this week, it's we need to play, bro. Play like the Prodigy crew. Sing and dance like Murph. Or you can beat people up like John and Pog is just beating people up. That's what his holodeck is, just beating people up. Now I can relate to that because in this space, I'm always punching on the punching bag all the time. Let me tell you this, punching on a punching bag, heavy bag, it is so relieving. Just smashing it, there's something relieving to that. So I so get why John and Pog wants to beat people up in the holodeck. Makes total sense. So anyways, play, have fun, be like the Prodigy crew, but don't stay there, don't get trapped there. So that's all I want to talk about this week. Star Trek Prodigy, Ghost and Machine. Very dope, fun episode. And until next time, we'll see. You must begin to think of yourself as becoming the person you want to be. David Viscott. Until next time, Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.